Hey, what's going on, everybody? So definitely looking forward to this week. It's game week. Looking forward to today's practice. Obviously, you guys saw the depth chart that was released, so looking forward to seeing how guys do there. If there's anybody that stands out in particular, I'll be watching some things today with all the position groups to see about the intensity and those kind of things. If there's anything different than what we've noticed, I'll certainly point that out. Definitely stay tuned, and thanks for watching. So we just got out of here at practice. This is session number 4. Today we get to watch sessions 4 through 7. This is the first time that it's been shortened for us since we've been out here. Usually we get about 7 or 8 sessions, and then we can only film about half. But today we're only out here for these sessions, but we are able to film. So I wanted to just show you guys some different drills. Obviously you're looking at some defensive players working on drills here. See number 1, Nessa Jade Silvera. So they were going with linebackers, now they're kind of moving in defensive line. Still want to work on this drill here. So just some notable things about the depth chart. If you guys haven't seen it yet, it's on the website, so you can see the full depth chart, but maybe some notables, particularly on defense. Linebacker has certainly been a position that we've been paying attention to all fall camp. And if you've been watching these videos and kind of hearing us talk about where things stood, it did seem like Keontra Smith and Corey Flagg had the upper hand, and they were listed on as the starters at linebacker on the depth chart. Taking a look at Elijah Roberts. Javari Harvey and Zach Andre Johnson to play a lot. And then right on cue, there's Andre right there. Taking a look at the offense here. Not a lot of surprises with the depth chart. Let's take a look at it. Charleston Rambo. Again, working on the block. You know, with the offense, the big thing everybody wants to know is maybe the status of Zion Nelson, left tackle. Coach Diaz says he's ready to go. He is out here. Supposedly he's looking fine, wearing number 60. So he's first on the depth chart at left tackle. So assuming he is ready to go, it seems like he'll be out there when they start up. I do wonder how effective he'll be because he's not practiced very often. Look at D. Wiggins there. Taking a look at the defensive backs. That was Tyreek Stevenson and now DJ Ivey. You saw the depth chart. They did have essentially DJ Ivey and Corey Couch as the starters there, and Tyreek right behind him, but I expect all 3 of them to play quite a bit. And then with Al Blades Jr., again, if you guys saw these videos, you saw him working out at safety a little bit. He is listed still as a corner on the depth chart, but I do think that they will be able to use him at safety. Taking a look at the quarterbacks here. So one of the things about game week that's a little bit different is sometimes you'll see players in scout team uniforms as opposed to their regular numbers. You can see right there with number 9. That's going to be Peyton. So see De'Aaron King getting ready to go through the drill with Tyler Van Dyke. Tyler Van Dyke and Jake Garcia were listed as co-backups. I do expect, if they were to have to go to backup, I would expect Tyler to get in there first. Let's just take a look at De'Aaron King here. It's a big one for all these guys, but I'm really curious to see how De'Aaron King plays. He's a guy that's typically shined in big games over his career, going back to high school and there at Manville, and he had some big games at Houston he played in. And we saw some of that last year, playing well in some ACC games. I think you're still waiting for maybe that big performance, because he did struggle against Clemson. The whole team struggled against Clemson. But it's been talked about quite a bit. You guys know he's going to have to play well in this one for Miami to have a shot. I think that's the biggest thing they'll be watching for in the game, is just what will this offense look like? Will they be able to make plays against a really good defense, arguably the best in the country, particularly that front seven, but that secondary is really good. They're really big as well. I think there's a lot of areas with this team that, you know, even if they weren't to get the result as a team that they're hoping for, I think there could possibly be some positives at a lot of position groups, depending on how they play. We'll certainly all of that, but I know many of you guys are excited for the game. You know, plenty of talking for months now did about what might happen, what's going to happen, but the game's finally coming up, and I just really like the route that Xavier Restrepo made there. So he certainly wants these guys to be aggressive on their cuts. You can see they're really trying to put emphasis. A tough drop there.
I want you to run with them. It's not like full speed physical. I want you to run with him, and like so he comes off the ball, and I want you to run with him. It's just Pat Young. Alright? And then stay down there. Alright, here we go. Same thing on the back shoulder. Stay with him. Run with him, run with him, run with him. That's it. Nice, good job. They're going to be draped all over you. There's not going to be anything free and nothing easy. You have to work for everything you get. Technique all the way. Lead.
So not sure if you heard Coach Likens there, but basically he's saying you guys are going to have to work for everything you got. Everything's going to be tough, contested catches. Coach Rhett Lashley mentioned that yesterday in the press conference, that that's the one thing about Alabama. You know, what he noticed last year, particularly with Florida and Ole Miss in those games, really noticed
So everybody can watch it. Watch it. Alright, watch it. I'm here. I'm fucking because I would never play InsideTheU. So I'm already in the phone. Alright? And what they want me to do is do this. Now he gonna want to step because I ain't gonna do shit. Alright, so right now, do the run. I'm playing this, I'm looking at James. So put it around. Look, say go. I'm right. There you go, blue 12. Blue 12. There you go. I feel that. I'm here. Right? I'm gonna get the ball. Good, here we go. Do it again. Do it again. Traffic, 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 traffic. All right, good. Here we go. Point it up. Point it up. Point it up. All right, good. So now, whoever outside. Good. Here we go. Let's do it. Blue 12. Call is green. Call is green. Blue 12. Blue 12. Say go.
Taking a little bit of a look at the defensive line here before we wrap this up. Just a couple minutes left, but I want to make sure we get this last footage here for you guys. Defensive line, there's just, I think when we talk about this game, there's just so many units that will be important. I mean, everybody has to play well, essentially. Defensive line is definitely going to be looking to make it tough on Bryce Young in this one. In addition to helping out, stopping the run, containing the run game, coaches will definitely be hoping for really good play out of the defensive tackle position. They feel like they can rotate in 5 guys there, so we'll see how the rotations work. They definitely like what they have, and hopefully going into this one, they're able to use all 5 and they can be effective. But we'll see, obviously. It's a wait-and-see approach with a lot of these guys. I know we talk so much about what might happen. So we're just wrapping this session up. Definitely want to thank everybody for watching. Definitely stay tuned to Inside the U.